Authority monthly meeting. Today is June 20th, 2023. First item on the agenda is public comment. Elizabeth, did anybody sign up to speak this evening? No comments. Thank you. Next item is meeting minutes. I'll entertain a motion once you all have had a chance to review the minutes.
To approve.
We've got a motion from Mr. Grunke on approval of the meeting minutes.
Second.
Second from Mr. Franklin. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Next item on the agenda is review of financial statements.
Good morning, Madam Chair. And I do not want to miss anyone's names, but good morning, Councilman, Vice Mayor. Good morning to guests and visitors. I will be presenting the financial reports for May 2023. Operating account summary for May 2023, beginning cash. May 1st, 2023. $542,974 is our beginning cash. Significant cash receipts, $4,917,633, in which I've broken down and itemized those items that make up that total. Continuation of significant cash, and then we're moving on to the significant cash disbursements. The grand total of significant cash disbursements is $1,945,374. I've also itemized those items out to see exactly what we've dispersed. Continuation. In our ending cash as of May 31st, 2023, $3,934,078. Moving along to the incentive, initiative, and account summary for May 2023. Beginning cash, May 1st, 2023, $2,994,950. Significant cash receipts, the grand total is $460. Significant cash disbursements, we had grand total of significant cash disbursements, $52,610. Giving us an ending cash balance as of May 31st, 2023, $2,942,260. The EDIP grant summary reporting, May 2023, beginning BBDA EDIP grant balance, $3,303,310. We had earned interest and activity analysis for that period, $84. Giving us an ending grant fund available as of May 2023, $303,394. Ending our balance for the grants. Madam Chair.
Thank you. Any questions for Katrina? Hearing none, the next item is the fiscal year budget for 2024.
Okay, we'll present today the fiscal year 2024 annual operating budget. Okay, we didn't have too many significant changes. The only thing that we really changed, we had a few footnotes we did not have last year. We broke out the proceeds from the land sales, so we inserted that. So that's what C note 1. So I provided handouts for you on the details. So we had the also we had the actual for 2023, where we did not have the proceeds for land sales. We had land sales this year. So it's showing the note 1 the land sales, we had corporate landing parcel, and also the Innovation Park was inclusive in that miscellaneous line. So we inserted a line for that. So the revenues for, is projected is $1,636,125. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Going down to the expenditure section, expense section, we also wanted to break out Lachelle Place. So we added an insert in, we did not have that last year. We want to detail a little bit the architectural area and engineering. And of course, the footnote we're showing, it shows that, of course, we added that line, and then we wanted to just make sure that everything was detailed, a little more detailed. Moving down, Lachelle Place expenses, we project is $171,030. We also added a line, or inserted a line. We had corporate landing before, but we inserted the architectural and engineering section. Go up. Thank you. It won't go back. Okay, so we had the ending balance for the corporate landing was $376,871. And another thing that we added was the BBDA property. And you'll see that on the bottom. That was inserted because that will cover areas for the Innovation Park, as well as items such as Circuit City projects that are upcoming or forthcoming for the assets. So we added the asset architectural line for BBDA properties and expenses. Moving along, and that was $83,000. We also had the administrative cost that we put in and added a insertion, which was line 4. And we looked at the annual report for the last several years. We have not had any charges because they were being charged directly to the Economic Development Department. Moving forward, we are looking to start receiving that and making sure that the allocations are coming to the VBDA like they should. But the last several years, we did not have that. Okay? And so we're moving along. Okay, and the events. We're moving along. The only footnote that we had, which was from last year, we projected a deficit, which meant that all of the deficits would be covered by our fund balance. But thank goodness, as you look at the actual for fiscal year 23, we had a positive number. So we were not, we didn't have to utilize the fund balance at all. Because
That's a good CFO.
Thank you. And that was due to land proceeds. So that's why we did not have to utilize that, and that is a plus. Thank you so much. So we're moving along. We are also projecting, as I stated, this fiscal year 2024, a projection of some land sales again, and which would put us to the positive number, which means that we will not be utilizing the fund balance. And we'll be projecting a positive number. So, Madam Chair, our ending budgeted projection for 2024, $794,074. That concludes our budget for fiscal year 2024.
Thank you, Katrina. Any questions?
Two quick things, Madam Chair. One, important to note, and especially because Lyndon's here with us today. No, I'm kidding. Hey, I'll step here to the mic so that the public can hear. But no, it is great to have Lyndon with us at these meetings. But important to note, when you're talking about pledging the proceeds from land sales, just looking at our history, that is that is an appropriating action that you are taking. Traditionally, the way that we have done that is we hold those proceeds, have a conversation with city council about what to do with them, and then they're generally appropriated for your use. In this case, so I don't want to hide the ball from the public by taking proceeds from land sales and applying them to your budget. And in this case, it sounds like we use them to shore up an operating shortfall from a predicted and planned operating shortfall from the prior year. That is an appropriating action, and we want to be clear about that from the beginning. Secondarily, a quick note on Lachelle Place. The reason you'll see that reflected is a general expenditure. The building at Lachelle Place was acquired through the APZ1 program. It is owned by the city, not by the authority. We operate it and manage it for the city. And so the expenses that you see pledged to that facility are basically through our operation of the facility. We're good, thank you. And so just want to be clear about that, and the reason it's a general expenditure, not a capital expenditure and things of that nature is because it is a city building, we do not own it, and we are simply making what would be routine maintenance items to ensure that it's fit for lease as an incubator.
Great, thank you. Any questions for Taylor or Katrina on the budget? As Katrina indicated, and the notes indicate there are some items that were not sort of called out as line items last year that are now included in a little more detail for everyone. All right, hearing no questions, Katrina, do we need to go ahead and vote to approve this budget at this meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chair will entertain a motion on the fiscal year budget for 2023-24. Got a motion from Mr. Byrne?
Second.
Second from Mr. Franklin. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Thank you, Katrina.
Thank you. Thank you for serving.
Good morning.
Good morning. I guess I should say I'm now former director of economic development, but came back today because it's a pretty important day. But also want to acknowledge Chuck Rigney, who's in the room, who'll be serving as the interim director of economic development starting as soon as this meeting's over. But you know, what can I say? I forgot my coffee cup and had to come back to get it. It's very important to me. But one quick thing to handle as it relates to what's become a fairly routine item for us, and as you all know, the Development Authority owns Virginia Beach National Golf Course, and we work with a local operator to manage the course. Over the last, one of our obligations under that contract is to share in what would be the maintenance cost of the track from revenues that are generated by the facility, and we do that with the operator every year. And traditionally, 100%, it's been a principle of ours that 100% of that maintenance reserve that's generated from operation go into the track itself to preserving the quality of golf. You all will remember that what that meant though was for about 20 years we did not do any maintenance on the building. So starting during the pandemic, when we saw when golf rounds went up nationally, we saw our profits start to grow. We've been pledging those profits back into, because we haven't necessarily needed that money for operation of the authority. We've been pledging our share of the profit back into the clubhouse to improve the facility, to basically protect our asset because we own it. We're asking that you do that one more time. There are 3 items that we have to date, and there may be a couple more. There's basically replacement of a roof, replacement of a dormer. I'll mention Linden again. I got a nice notice from Linden about some needed painting on some rails there. Again, just in general appearance of the clubhouse, of the roof to ensure that it's protected. The items that I have here today total $61,510. There may be 2 additional items that come in the next 30 days. Those would be for enhanced Wi-Fi that could be used basically for administration of tournaments. Most tournaments are scored now on an app, and so a broader Wi-Fi signal is needed to deliver that. And then also there might be an enhancement to the event space. You're at two sides of the operation. One at Virginia Beach National, there's the golf, but also we have the clubhouse, which is used for weddings, things of that nature. The more money we make in the clubhouse, the more money the authority makes. So there may be two items that follow in a month. That's not here what we're talking about today. But what I would ask is approval to proceed with the processing basically these would be reimbursements in the amount of $61,510. And I would also ask, however, that you add the caveat that our contribution not exceed the profit contribution that we receive annually from the facility.
Question?
Yes.
How old are the facilities?
That building is probably 25 years old now, but what's great is we put, the authorities reinvested about $250,000 in the last 4 years in the facility, so it's pretty good shape now. We're really getting to punch list stuff.
I wonder if you shouldn't be replacing the roofs rather than repairing them for $60,000.
Thank you for that. So we replaced the roof on the clubhouse proper 2 years ago. This is the replacement of the roof on the cart barn, which is leaking. Thank you for that question.
Any other questions for Taylor? Hearing none, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the Virginia Beach National Golf Club house maintenance in the total amount not to exceed the authority's share of the revenue profit. And at this point, we know that they've requested $61,510. But we'd be appropriating an amount not to exceed our share of the profits.
So moved.
A motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries. The next item on the agenda is an exciting request for approval of an EIP Part A award. Taylor's going to stay up there and make the presentation.
Using a golf term, I think it's still me. And Anna, do we have a presentation on this one? Great, thank you. And Aaron, I'm looking at the back to you to just confirm that the governor's announcement has dropped and we're good to go. Okay, so Madam Chair, we can't go on this one before the governor goes. So if I can, I'm going to ask that we drop this to the end of the regular session before we go into closed, and we'll pick it up then.
Absolutely. So we'll skip down to item number 6, which is a request for approval of a resolution extending the time to close on the sale of our promissory note to Centerra. You want to go ahead and take that one too?
It seems
Still you.
you know, this is what I get for coming back to town. I guess the staff's going to work me hard today. But that's right. But this is. You all will remember we're working through resolution of our ongoing conversation on with Vanguard Landing and Centerra was so great to step in and provide us a nice road forward here. We're working on punch list items here, nothing to be concerned about, but we would ask your approval of a short extension so that we can finish the contracting associated with that item.
Any questions for Taylor on that? So I think they've requested an extension and this is to Centerra for them to continue their due diligence on the sale of the promissory note.
That's right.
And they're working with Virginia Housing, who is evaluating the requests that Centerra has made regarding the.
Do we have to approve a specific amount of time?
They've asked for 90 days.
Okay.
That's right.
They've asked for 90 days,
Some sort of deadline.
and we think that should be more than enough time. We've built in a little bit of a cushion there, so we don't have to come back. Any questions from members? Hearing none, the chair will entertain a motion on the request for approval of a 90-day extension on the closing on the sale of our note to Centerra for Vanguard Landing. Got a motion from Mr. Franklin? A second? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign.
I will abstain.
Okay, an abstention for Mr. Byrd. That motion carries. Next item, let's see, we'll go through any VBDA priorities. Any comments from any of the committee members? I have none, but we do have an announcement. Because this is Taylor's last meeting, and we're so glad that you came. As most of you know, Taylor came in as chair, or as a director of economic development at a very difficult time in the city's history. As Lyndon well knows, we had a few issues that caused our last director to leave rather abruptly, and Taylor stepped in and stepped up, and I remember the first several months hearing about the issues that we were seemingly continuing to uncover, and so there was a lot of Taylor's first term where he was doing cleanup and helping to get us straight and on the right path, and we've certainly taken off through the pandemic. I'm going to say outperforming most of the other jurisdictions, if not all, in our area, getting money out to businesses who desperately needed it at that time, and really putting us on a very strong, very prosperous and successful course. And so we're so appreciative that we had you as director, and the city should, and the residents, anybody who's watching this should appreciate all that you've done for us. And we're very, very pleased and want to give you this small token of our appreciation and something for you to hang in your new office so you will always remember your time at the city.
Thank you so much.
Auditor and photographer.
Jack of all trades, right?
I do want to, so first, thank you. I'm incredibly flattered and honored. Thank you. Also, the 8 years that my family's had here in Virginia Beach have been amazing. We've absolutely loved our time here, and have just absolutely loved this community. As it relates to the Madam Chair, to your kind words, so there's nothing that our team here has done that was possible without the work of this authority. So thanks to all of you for your support of the items that we brought forward. Again, it's been really great to work with this group and to see the way that we've been able to, I would just say, improve the quality of announcements that this office has been making. And I do agree. I think that Virginia Beach, being the largest city in the Commonwealth, has, I've always felt personally we have an obligation to be not just a leader in the region, but a leader in the Commonwealth. And thanks to the work that this authority has done, that has been borne out in every announcement that we've made, up to and including the one that I hope we're going to be making in about 5 minutes. I'd be remiss, though, if I didn't recognize the team that we have built here. At the end of the day, I get to stand up here and present the items, but the work to deliver those items is done by the men and women that sort of carry on this work every day. And so, Chuck, you got an amazing team that I do believe is sort of the beacon on the hill in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and certainly in the Mid-Atlantic. And so, I'll be shocked if you all don't continue to lead in the great announcements that you make. And so, I just want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to the team here that have leaned in and carried this work, and also up to and including Alex in the city attorney's office, who I knew that if I got Alex happy with the deal, we were in a good place. And so so that said, thank you so much, and we're going to miss this place a lot.
Thank you, Taylor.
And now I'm going to step out in the hall. I think Aaron's on the phone with the folks in Richmond. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to see if we're good to go on this next thing.
I think we're going to wait for a minute. So for the benefit of the folks in the room and anybody who may be watching, we've got a pretty big announcement to make this morning, but because it's confidential, we have to wait for the governor's office and for the governor to make his big announcement, and then as soon as that happens, we can make it public. And that's what Taylor's doing now. Chuck, did you want to make any comments about the team?
Sure.
The role that you're stepping into?
Yeah, I really, just a couple quick things since we got a couple of minutes. So good morning, everybody, and it's really great to be able to be the interim director of development here in the great city of Virginia Beach. And I've had a long career in economic development, both in Norfolk for a long time and most recently in the city of Hampton. And this team really is a great team, so I'm really looking forward to being a part of it. And there is so many things going on, and even as Taylor walks out the door today, I'm hearing more about other projects that we're going to be, stepping up to the plate on. So, great day. Really happy for Taylor, but I really did want to have the opportunity to be working with that guy for a lot longer than it appears that we're going to.
He did recruit you after all, right?
That's true. So it's really great, and I really look forward to working with every single person here in the room and the great team that we have put together. And I think that's going to be a really great year for us. You're about to hear about some really good news as soon as Taylor and gets the green light from the governor's office. And these are things that always have to kind of drop from above because of the great assistance that the team and the governor had assisted us with on projects like this. So it's really great to be here. I appreciate the opportunity to do this and look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and I forgot to mention in my comments about Taylor that it was a lot of rebuilding years as far as staff when he stepped in, having to pull a team together, but I do think we have one of the best teams in the Commonwealth.
It's pretty dramatic.
Yeah, I know. The tension. Hopefully the IT department puts in some, tense, dramatic music. We're waiting. Stay tuned. Alex, any thoughts on timing or?
Really? You do your priorities if we haven't already done that.
We skipped right through that.
You could take a short recess.
Did we?
Sure, I can.
Okay.
Did you not want to go into close and then go back into, because that's an option.
Well, how long do you think we'll
Coming
be?
back.
Okay.
Hot damn.
Okay, yeah. All right. It has happened, and so Taylor's back to tell us about this exciting news.
All right, thank you. First, I'd like to start by saying what a great day it is to be here in Virginia Beach. I'd like to express sincere gratitude to the team at Zim American Integrated Shipping Services, and we have two representatives from the company here with us today, Nissim Yakim and Guillermo Gonzalez. Guys, if you would stand up so that we can recognize you. All right, and so some disclosures you can see here. I won't read those to you. I'll let you all have a look. And all right, so more disclosures. All right, Zim's story. More than half a century. So you can see their first vessel here, and then this is really important. This vessel is, Nissim told me it's 100% liquefied natural gas powered. It's one of the greenest shipping vessels in the world, and it comes right here to Virginia Beach. I think its first landing in the United States was here in Virginia Beach, right? Or no?
It's the first maiden voyage. So
Yeah.
we started in Savannah, coming all the way north to Norfolk.
Wonderful. So again, in addition to being one of our great industrial partners, it's great to see that Zim is committed to basically to protecting our natural resources and environment as well. The company was established in 1945, headquartered in Israel. We're in the global container shipping industry. They operate a modern fleet. Consideration was given to relocate the U.S. Headquarters out of Virginia. So Zim came to Virginia some time ago from New York, and We're just the nature and competitiveness in the market. We're looking at other markets, but we're so happy that they have decided to stay with us right here in Virginia Beach. So you can see here a few quick data points. 4,000 global employees, 200 offices and 300 ports of call, serving 30,000 customers in more than 100 companies. So a major global shipping company. Where are we going? We're coming right here to our central business district. And so relocating to 4425 Corporation Lane in roughly 71,000 square feet of professional office that's owner occupied. We anticipate that the completion of construction will be in the first quarter of 2024. Let me orient you on where we are. Here, of course, is our town center. Here is the Pembroke Mall. This is the Cordish-owned properties that are the Floor Store and the Michaels. And so Corporation Lane runs around here. We're in this building. Centera and Optima Group own a good bit of the other buildings in this, and then Pembroke Real Estate Partners have an ownership interest there as well. On the south side, you can see the football field and baseball field from Princess Anne High School. So very close to where we're sitting today. As it relates to the economic impact associated with this retention and expansion, you'll see a real estate investment of $8.3 million, FF&E of $5.6 million, totaling $13.9 million in total capital investment. On the job side, here's what's great. We're retaining 290 jobs. There are 307 new full-time equivalents here in Virginia Beach, ultimately resulting in 597 employees based here out of Virginia Beach, with an average salary between $59,720 and $67,700. So again, just that's speaking to the fluidity of the employment market in the present, but the reason we're showing you the range, both of these land in the same incentive threshold. Our request, an EDIP grant utilizing Part A of $1.5 million. Calculate, and you can see the criteria that we're associated in calculating the incentive. It is important to note that we are matching a Commonwealth Opportunity Fund grant. So the Commonwealth Opportunity Fund is putting in $1.497 million, and as you all know, there's when we're talking about the Commonwealth Opportunity Fund, there's a dollar for dollar match at the local level that's required. And so here you can see how we're getting to our match of the governor's generous contribution. With that, I'm happy to stop and take any questions.
Any questions for Taylor? I think the vice mayor would like to make some comments, and then maybe we'll have the company representatives come up and speak.
Be great. Vice Mayor.
Kind of funny, after all these years, it's the first time for me to stand at this podium. Well, it's a great day, and the mayor really wanted to be here, and he called me fairly late last night, and he had something come up, and you know, as much as he loves economic development, creating new jobs, he really wanted to be here. So he extends his warmest welcome and how thrilled we are. So I think they say in China that a rainy day is a good luck ride. So this is a rainy day, and we're going to have a good luck ride with our new company, and that's kind of exciting. So also Oprah, who all of us know Oprah, she says luck is when preparation and opportunity meet, and I think that's what we have here. We have good luck, but there's a lot of preparation and hard work and the great opportunity of Zim coming into our lives. And this would not have happened without the excellent team that you have put together, Taylor, with economic development. I've had the opportunity to travel with them and see them in action, and we're also seeing the fruits of their labor with this wonderful, wonderful opportunity and the other things that they're doing. So we are really very grateful to the team in our economic development, and there's nobody in the region that's better And you're probably right, nobody else in the state is better. We also have a dynamic development authority who is, we always say we're open for business, and you all prove that we are open for business. And we couldn't have done this without Zim. And Naseem Yoakum, we really are grateful for you recognizing what a wonderful place it's going to be for your new business and for your employees to come and be part of the Virginia Beach family. We're going to be a better city with having you here, but I think when your employees come here, they're going to be so thrilled because it's the quality of life that we have to offer. That we're going to miss you, Taylor. And Taylor knows us so well. The quality of life of being the safest city of our size, and with our great schools and our growing economic development teams that are going. That you could not have landed in a better place, and the economic impact that you are bringing to us is immense. And we are so grateful to you for recognizing that and being here with us. You are highly successful, global opportunity, and you give us, my kids always say props, that's the word that they always like to use. You give us props by being here and recognizing this is a great place for global industries such as yours and 100 companies. Let's sit down and talk about that sometime. Might take more than 3 cups of coffee. Let's just say. Anyway, we are thrilled. We're excited that you are coming to be part of our family, and anything that we can do for you. And the mayor wanted me also to say that his door is always open to you at any time. So if you'd like to come forward from that, I've got something to give you. We're so appreciative, and here is a flag of our city,
Thank you.
and hope that you will fly it with pride.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, thank you,
Thank you.
and thanks to the team.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you all. First, I would like to thank Taylor for really pushing us to close this deal. I came to lead Zim USA exactly 8 months ago, October 1st of last year. And shortly after, we had a meeting with Patrick and Taylor and Charlie and the rest of the team. And I promised Taylor that we're going to close this deal, and we deliver on that. We are very excited to stay in the state of Virginia. We've been here for the last 22 years. We moved to Virginia from New York in 2001 from the World Trade Center. So that was obviously a traumatic event for us. We really are looking forward to move here to the new building to offer our employees really a nice, new, dynamic place. Really, we want to make it like a high-tech location for our employees. We have about 600 employees in the entire United States. Here it's the headquarters for the US and also for the region, North and South America. We will have about 400 employees in Virginia Beach here. And as you saw, we plan to have many more for the entire region. We worked very hard with the team here to really try to make the best of it for our employees. What we really would like to continue with CHAC to cooperate is really to find ways to have the best employees possible. I'm sure you know, especially these days, it's not very easy to find employees. So we need to be able to attract good talent, which I'm sure would be good for the city of Virginia Beach, for the state, and for us definitely. So really we would like to find ways to attract good talent, offer training programs together with the city. We are trying to attract executive to move to Norfolk, to Virginia Beach now. I'm still used to Norfolk. But it's really something we need to find a way to work together. I myself have been in the last 7 years in Hong Kong. And when you come to Hong Kong, the first thing they do is they put you with the economic office of Hong Kong. They take you around. They try to help you with immigration status, which obviously it's not needed here. But the city of Hong Kong is going out of their way to be able to attract executive. And I'm not sure if you are familiar with the global scale, especially in the Far East. There is a lot of competition between Singapore and Hong Kong and other cities in the area. And they try to attract talent, especially at the high executive level. So if we can cooperate on that, make it more attractive. Because I know I interview a lot of executives, and the first question I get is to work remote. And today we try to move away from working remote. We need people in the office to cooperate. So I don't want them remote anywhere in the US. I would like them here in Virginia Beach. So if we can work on that, that would be great. So really thank you very much for your support. It's highly appreciated. And we are looking forward to inaugurate the new building next year. Thank you so much.
Madam Chair, if I can quickly also recognize two members of the team that worked closely with this. One past, one present. Charlie Bauman carried this one to the finish line for us, and so I want to commend Charlie for his great work, but also many of you will remember Ray White, who retired. Has it been a full year, Ray?
No, not quite.
Not quite. But this is a project that Ray initiated and carried right up to his retirement when he handed it off to Charlie. So just want to extend thanks and gratitude to both of them for their hard work on this one.
All right, and I know if the mayor was here, he would say this is a great day in the city of Virginia Beach. We're so pleased and so happy to have you join us. And we think this place sells itself as far as quality of life and opportunities in Virginia Beach, but we'll certainly help you sell it to other folks, help you recruit a great team. All right, at this time, the chair will entertain a resolution approving the provision of a $1.5 million economic development Part A grant to Zim American Integrated Shipping Services Company, LLC. Got a motion for Mr. Strange? A second for Mr. Standing. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. That motion carries, and welcome to Virginia Beach. Great news for a rainy, dreary Tuesday. All right. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to recess into a closed session pursuant to the exemptions from open meetings allowed by Section 2.2-3711A Code of Virginia as amended for the following purposes. Contracts, discussion of the award of a public contract involving the expenditure of public funds, including interviews of bidders or offerers, and discussion of the terms or scope of such contract, where discussion in an open session would adversely affect the bargaining position or negotiating strategy of the public body pursuant to Virginia Code, Section 2.2-3711A 29, and that applies to Districts 2 and 4. Legal matters, consultation with legal counsel employed or retained by a public body regarding specific legal matters requiring the provision of legal advice by such counsel pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A8, and that applies to Districts 2 and 5, and publicly held property. Discussion or consideration of the acquisition of real property for a public purpose or of the disposition of publicly held real property where discussion in an open meeting would adversely affect the bargaining position or negotiating strategy of the public body pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A3, and that applies to District 2. So I'll need a motion, a second, and then we'll have a roll call vote. We've got a motion from Mr. Franklin, a second from Mr. Byrne, and Elizabeth, roll call.
David Byrne,
Yes.
William Brown,
Yes.
William Brunke,
Yes.
Necker Chiazor,
Yes.
Taylor Franklin,
Yes.
Lisa Murphy,
Yes.
Mike Standing,
Yes.
Joe Strange,
Yes.
Gunther Weisenseel,
Yes.
The Development Authority has now entered executive session. We'll ask members of the public to exit the room.